what's happening? Thank you so much for clicking on the thumbnail. If you found yourself here, it's because you were probably searching for what to bring on set as a production assistant. I respect your time, we're all busy, so I'm gonna get right to it. I don't wanna waste any of your time. I'm gonna try to do this video in one take, no cuts. I'm just gonna go through my setware bag and really just talk about what I bring on set, why I bring it on set, and that way you might be able to think about the things that you'd like to bring that might help you showcase your skill set, right? Because you want to be of the most use possible, and so anything that you're capable of doing, it's nice to have the tools that go along with those skills. So let's get right into it. Setware chest pack. I'll put a link to it in the description. If it's not there, then I just haven't quite gotten around to it, but I'm gonna upload the video, and then over the next couple of days I'll try to get all the links so that you kind of know where to find these things. They're not affiliate links, my channel's not that big, I don't have affiliate accounts yet, but really I just want to kind of help you guys out. So setware chest pouch. It's got space here for your walkie-talkie, and then you'll just clip your surveillance on, and then you'll have a little earpiece. That way you can hear what's going on set and respond as needed. Right, so that goes there. Now, the next thing, let's go ahead and open. What you'll notice as I open it up, there's no Velcro, which is cool because if you need to access this and somebody's trying to talk or cameras rolling, what's gonna happen is if you have Velcro, you're gonna go make that Velcro sound, and that's gonna be bad, right? So you've got latches instead of Velcro. So you might be able to get away with finding a bag that's got zippers or Velcro, but that's gonna be a problem because zippers make noise. Velcro makes even more noise. This way, you can open your pouch without making noise. So yeah, multi-tool. I love having my multi-tool. It's got flathead, it's got a file, it's got scissors, pliers, right? Needle nose pliers, regular size pliers, and then cutters, right? Knife, all kinds of screwdrivers, little tiny set of scissors. It's a really, really useful tool to have. This one happens to be the Gerber Suspension NXT. It wasn't super expensive. There are really expensive ones on the market. They're super nice. Buy the nicest one you can, because something like this will last you for years. It'll be a kind of like a one-time purchase, or you're not gonna buy that many over the years. Super nice tool to have. Aperture MC11 light, super bright, does all kind of stuff. If you're into filmmaking, there are parrots or some sort of tropical birds that have invaded my neighborhood. Really cool. I'm sorry. Anyways, back to it. Yeah, Aperture MC11, really nice light. Battery life is incredible. It's got these super strong magnets, and I'll tell you, really quick story. I'm on set. I'm up in the mountains in Malibu, incredible location, no lights where the crew trucks are parked. And so one of my team members, or one of my co-workers, is backing this truck up, middle of the dark, can't see anything, right? Box truck, super huge, really big blind spots, and we're trying to guide him in, and none of us can really see that well. So what did I do? Use the magnets, stuck the light to the back of the tailgate, turned the light on, got on my walkie, you're good to go, can you see? Perfect, right? And so something like this, a really nice bright light that you can use to do different things, stick to the bottom of tables, stick onto the side of things, super convenient. Also, at night when you wrap, it's gonna be late at night, all the generators are down, all the lights are out, you need a light. I do usually carry like a headlight that I have, but it really doesn't fit on my rig, so to speak. And so what I normally do is I make sure to keep this in my rig at all times. You'll never know when you need a light, but you know you're going to need one at some point. So MC11. Next thing, I try to keep one of these in my chest pouch at all times. A lot of times you'll be on set and your first AD, your director, one of the actors, somebody's going to need USB power for their phone. Somebody's phone is inevitably gonna die, and it might be yours. I keep a larger battery, power pack in my backpack somewhere on set. Not necessarily in my car, but I usually bring a bag to set so that I have some, water, other things. But I always keep a small one in my pouch because somebody's battery always dies and you need to make a phone call, you need to take a picture and send it to someone, right? You need your phone to check the specifications, X, Y, and Z. So many different things happen on set and you're gonna need battery power. Somebody's gonna run out. And I guarantee you, if your first AD goes, oh man, my phone is dead, and you've got a battery bank to hand to them with your name on it, hey, Mike Jimenez, PA, that way if it gets misplaced or something, it always gets back to you. But here's the thing, these small ones, they're super cheap right now. You can find them for like 10, 15 bucks. This will save someone's life. And if you pull this out of your chest pack and you go, I got your juice right here, this will save a shoot. But also, when you're that person, that go-to person who's got a solution on the spot and you don't have to say, hold on, I have a solution, I'll be back in 10. You can just go, boom, here's the problem, solved, right? Being that person will get you a call back. So, USB power blank. Anyways, yeah. One shot, I'm not gonna edit this. Sharpies, red, blue, black. I like to have these because I don't know necessarily what I'm gonna be writing on. So I always have a color that will stand out against the background of what I'm writing on. Always nice to have markers. So again, black, red, blue. Dry erase marker. You'd be surprised how often these come in handy. There's always something that needs to be marked up, and if someone needs one, somebody has a clipboard or something that they're writing on, and theirs dies and you have a spare, boom, a couple of bucks, right? If you don't get it back, who cares? Because being ready will get you a call back. Another black marker. I like to keep some of these with the caps, but I also like to keep a clicky one. I'm just kind of a sucker for this one, and I like to have it outside of my pack, ready, right, and put it right back. Right, it's good to have these things at the ready. So this one's kind of quick, and I don't know, it's clicky. I'm a sucker for clicky pens and clicky markers, so I always have one of these. Wax/grease pens. Sometimes you'll need to mark on something that's not really receptive to what a Sharpie writes, right? Whatever comes out at the end of this doesn't mark on everything. Sometimes you'll find that it's not the right tool for the job. So I keep wax pens. Sometimes I might be marking on something that's like painted or coated metal, and I find that these work really well and they wipe off really easily. They're not permanent. These are nice, couple of bucks, right? Blue one and a white one. They come in handy. Hex tool. So many times you might have a Phillips or a flathead, but what is needed at the time is a hex. A lot of the camera gear needs a hex tool, and you'll find almost anywhere you go. Everything else will be, good for pliers or a flathead or a Phillips. But when you look around and somebody needs a hex tool and you're the one that has one when no one else has one, and it might save you 30 minutes, 15 minutes, somebody's trip all the way back to the truck and back, when the shoot can go forward because you had one little tool that you can go, oh, here, don't worry, I've got a hex driver. Tighten it up, close it back in the chest rig. When you're that person, you're saving time, you're making things easier for other people, you'll get a call back because you were the person that saved the day, right? So if something happens and you're like, oh yeah, boom, I got your battery. Oh, you need a hex? I got you, no problem. Oh, you need to borrow a marker? I've got you here. Also, pens. I actually don't have any pens in my chest pack right now, right? But a blue and a black pen, gotta have those, and a pencil, right? Necessary stuff. But again, first AD, oh, you need to charge? Boom, I got you. Oh, by the way, you need a hex driver? Boom, I got you. Next thing. These Postit Notes save your life. Sometimes somebody will say, hey, keep an eye on this, make sure it doesn't move. Man, it's hot in LA today. It's like 95 degrees, something like that, middle of the summer. And my AC is off so I can shoot this video. I'm getting hot. I'm gonna try to wrap it up. Last thing, Post-it notes. Almost like tape, but better. Because you're not gonna use this to tape anything down. What you are gonna use it for is, a lot of times you'll be watching something and you'll need to turn around and go around the corner and do something for someone else. Because as a PA, you're gonna have your director asking you for things, your first AD asking you for things, talent asking you for things, right? And so what's gonna happen is that you're gonna be asked to make sure this thing stays put, right? Somebody's gonna come along and say, hey, can you grab that from around the corner and run it outside and then come right back? And you're gonna go, yes, but I have to sit here and watch this. Make sense? I'm gonna make sure that this doesn't move. And so you'll go, leave here for director. Boom. Make sense? And then you'll be able to stick that right on that thing. Go around the corner. Do what you need to do. Come back, and that thing will have the note there so that we know that it doesn't need to be moved. Make sure it stays there. It's for the director. And then that way, you've helped your director, and you've helped your first AD, and you've also, made sure that somebody had battery juice, and you helped camera department because you had a tool on you that maybe they couldn't find, or it was too dark and it was in the bottom of their toolkit and you had a light. And so they didn't have to pull out their light. They could use both of their hands to do what they needed to do while you held the light for them. Those sorts of things will get you callbacks. That is my empty chest pack. I'm a huge fan of this thing. I know it looks kind of crazy when I walk on set and people are looking at me like, what is this guy doing? But ultimately, it makes sure that I'm able to help people do their job better. Anyways, that was my one take on my chest rig. Thanks for hanging out. I'll try to leave links to, of course, this and this light and then the chest rig, the pens and pencils and so forth, the USB power bank. Those are kind of universal items, but make sure this is charged, make sure your light is charged, and make sure you've got your equipment with you. You'll be ready to actually help people, right? Because as a production assistant, you're gonna be tasked with helping different people at different times. All you wanna be able to do is be ready to contribute to the team moving forward, right? If the camera's rolling and performances are being captured, then we're doing our job, right? Anything we can do to facilitate that means we're doing our job better. Anyways, my name is Mike. I'm gonna wrap up this video. Thanks for hanging out. If you have questions, leave them down below in the comments and I'll try to get back as soon as possible. My name is Mike. It's been fun. It's a wrap. Good night. 3, 2, 1.